Hey guys, I'm John with Buzzin' Bee Apiaries again, and today we've got a little swarm of bees on a trampoline. Now, the landowner has told me that he wants to try to keep them, so I'm going to sell him a nucleus box, and we're going to see if we can get these bees in that nucleus box and let them keep the bees. So here we go. I'm trying to get an angle where y'all can see, but not. Let's see. Let me be in the shade so you're not looking into the sun. All right, there we go. Okay. We have a different issue.
You?
Yeah.
What happened?
They've drawn some comb.
What are they doing?
They've drawn comb. I'm gonna have to light the smoker. Give me a few minutes. I gotta go get a smoker. This is a open hive. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to do something a little different this time. Okay. I'm gonna just leave this little bit of comb here, and they'll come and they'll find it and get the syrup out of it. Where are you at, Queen? Alright. What I'm doing is I'm trying to get them to leave this part right here. And I can find the queen. I'm gonna put her in a little bitty cage and put her inside the box. The rest of them will find her. Not yet, I haven't. Matter of fact, I have lost my queen clip. She may be in a box. I see several bees right here fanning. They may already know she's in there.
Are you going to leave the box open?
For a few minutes until I figure out where she's at.
Okay.
If I figure out that she's inside, I'm going to close the box and put the feed on her. But I'm kind of like giving them a minute so I can figure out where they're still going to try to gather up here because her pheromone was already up there. Bees are, they do a lot of their communicating and everything through pheromones. So they want to be where she's at and they can smell her. And so that's what keeps the cluster together. That's what makes the swarm stay together, is because that bee is, that queen bee is walking around and she's sharing her pheromone with all the other bees, and that's what keeps them all together. See how they're starting to land on the box instead of up here? I think she's inside. I think when I shook it the first time, she fell inside there. Yeah, I do believe I have. I still got bees going up here now.
What is it you say?
It's called pollen. It's a pollen substitute. They call them pollen patties, but what it is when the bees don't have any pollen, they'll use this instead to make their brood. I'm only going to give them about that much because they're such a small colony. It's going to take them a while to eat that. If I put too much in, the hive beetles will come in, lay their eggs in it, and it'll turn into a big mess with a bunch of maggots in it.
López, tengo que ir allá a la iglesia de Santa Catalina. ¿Quieres ir conmigo o qué? Vamos. Pues apúrate porque ya me tengo que ir. En cuanto acabe ya me voy.
This is yours.
No, las voy a dejar aquí. Pues vamos a aprender, a ver si aprendemos. Si no, pues ya ni modo. Es un panal, pues ya habían hecho penca ira. Ya habían hecho penca ahí en esa cosa. Estaban echando miel. Ahorita te digo. Pues él es. ¿Eh? Dice que tiene como 10. Él es el presidente de la sesión de aquí, de eso. Ahorita te digo. Una señora. Una señora.
That's my buddy that always calls when I'm in the middle of something.
Yo puse mi libreta roja, la rosa. Mi libreta rosa. Adrián, ayuda a tu mamá, ¿qué nos tenemos que ir? Por allá, te pido por allá.
I'm going to go ahead and close it and see what the bees do. You'll need a half tool to pry this off next time you go to pry it off too.
Para que hagan miel, Adrián.
Pero esos son los que te muelen y luego se mueren.
That's how you do it. Just tuck it, top it, just flip it up over top of it like that.
1% sugar, 1% water.
1 part sugar, 1 part water. You'll hear the other beekeepers on the YouTube talking about it too.
Pero es que dice que también pues tienen que tener un chingo de cuidado porque se enferman, les llegan otros insectos y los pinches tlacuaches los zorrillos se los chingan.
Oh, sí. No, yo creo cualquiera está todo mal. De las amarillitas, ¿verdad? eran de las grandes. Café.
Some of the bees hit the ground and they were bunched up together, and I smoked them good enough to be able to make them spread out, and I didn't see the queen in them. And then I started seeing them fanned from the frames up. That lets me know that she's probably inside already. Now see those bees right there at the entrance? When they start to figure out that that's where she's at, they're going to start fanning too. What they're doing is when they fan, they're sending their pheromone out. Sometimes they'll fan to send pheromones. Sometimes they fan to control the temperature of the hive. When they're doing, in the springtime, when they're making honey, their nectar is the same consistency as sugar water.
Oh, okay.
And they have to condense that down to make it into honey.
Oh, okay.
And so they'll fan to do that too.
Esas ya no se meten, ¿verdad?
No, sí, se van a meter todas.
¿O sí?
Sí.
¿Pero por dónde se meten?
Acá están todas.
Oh.
I'm hoping with all the food that I've gave them that she doesn't decide to leave.
So she can take the option to stay or leave.
Yeah, and the only reason that she could leave, I mean, she could leave if she wanted to, but most likely she'll stay with the comb that she's got to lay in, because that comb is ready to go. All they got to do is fix it up just a little bit, you know. They can do that pretty easy. Let them take what they want to from it, and then you can either throw it away or you can start saving it in a bucket. I use plastic foundation because it does better for me. It's more durable. I don't have to worry about it flopping. A lot of times when they make their own comb in the frame, they won't connect it all the way around. And if you're looking at the hive, if you're looking at the frame like this and it's a hot day, it might flop out, and that ruins the comb. So I like the plastic foundation, but the bees don't like plastic. They won't draw on it. So what you do is you melt some wax and you take a little paint roller, and you roll a thin layer of wax on that foundation, and then they'll draw it out really nice. And that's what you've got in there. You've got frames with foundation, and they have got comb. They have drawn that comb out because I painted those foundations with wax. You got one that don't like it. I'm about to flip this back home. I think that's it for our video. Well, I think I have done what I needed to do. I think the queen is inside there, and she's obviously not in the trampoline because I smoked the trampoline really good. And all the bees that seem confused. They just haven't figured it out. They just haven't figured it out yet. So anyway, until the next time, this is John with Buzzin' Bee Apiaries. Like and subscribe, and leave us a comment. We love comments. So take care.